that's it. I mean, they have been just shut down entirely. So, I formation, tight end to the right, hands it off up the middle, and he's stuffed. And that was Timothy Green. They moved Green to the fullback this time. They've been rotating Warfield and Cody Straw in and out at that position. And it's 3rd and about 9. Wildcats get the ball. Or they got the ball. All right. I formation, tight end to the right, one wide out to each side. Tank showing blitz up the middle. And wow. That looked like a bust. I'm trying to explain this. The blitz got to the fullback before he could even get the handoff. The quarterback couldn't hand it off to him, so he just took it. Manley just took it, ran it up the middle the best he could, gained maybe a half yard, and it's 4th and 9. Well, I don't know if Chuck Norris would be listening to this, but big shout out to him. I mean, Chuck Norris, he doesn't mark April Fool's Day on his calendar because no one fools Chuck Norris.
It's going out of bounds.
Yep. Punted. Actually, a decent punt. They kicked it back to probably 30 yards, but
they kicked it to Chance's Freeman Island. I didn't think they wanted to enter there.
Yeah, he got right out of bounds. And all right, we're down at 10:42 in the 4th quarter. Tanks have the ball, leading 77-0. And guys, and the Tanks have not, they have not been throwing deep passes. Their scores have been this half have been all defensively. They've been all running the ball. It's just, I don't know how else to say it. They're keeping it, as classy as they can. They're trying to do everything they can to keep from running this thing up. But, I forget who it was said, Bo Schembechler or somebody said that, when asked about that once, said, he can't coach both teams. That's, just got to. Oh, okay. Well, Joe Swords, I take that back. We are passing. Morton. And Michael Morton catches it.
Down 5-yard line.
Well, I just said that, and then we heave the deep ball, and Michael Morton catches it down at the 5-yard line. Gain of about 50 yards. I spoke too soon. All right. That's going to be first and about 7 on the goal line. Tanks have the ball. All right, Tanks coming out. They're going shotgun again. And we got a timeout, Wildcats. All right. Oh, it's 77-0. Tanks are leading. Oh, wow. Okay, they're calling out. And I really hope, and I truly say this, I hope this doesn't, I hope this don't discourage the Wildcats. They do have, I did one thing I do before the games is, Tania and I will we have to get the information from the opposing coaches. And I'll say that Junior Salmons with the Wildcats has been nothing but first class to deal with.
Yes, indeed.
He has been well said.
Junior is the man.
He is. Shout out to him. Why not? He is a great guy. And it's been, and I think he's a very good coach too. I think he's the right person for that position, and I think if they can not get discouraged, then Stick it out. All right, Swords hands the ball off.
Touchdown.
Big Luke Brown right up the middle, drags a couple defenders into the end zone. And it's 83-0 with 8:55 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Looks like we're going for 100.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to do another shout-out to Rob Rhodes. Rob didn't hear my earlier shout-out, so definitely want to catch up with him here. Do a shout-out to him. Good guy, hardcore Tank supporter, so definitely, we definitely do a shout-out to him. All right, well, there's really not much. We're going for one here, folks. This is going to be a one-pointer we're going for.
Shout out to our Tank Gators.
Yeah.
We know some of you are here, but not all of you. Shout out to you.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tania. We brought a pretty good crowd today for, because this is, especially for someone in Portsmouth, this is a pretty decent distance to travel.
Yes, indeed.
All right, Christensen lines back to kick. But it's snapped, and oh my goodness.
Toss to Dion McKinley, and he's in.
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. That's...
So, I understand football, so that counts only one, or would that count as two?
That will count as two. A fake field goal. It's actually they're very rarely run in general, but, on extra points especially, high school sometimes you'll see them. I know Raceland, Raceland's one of the rivals. Not to get too detailed about the Ashland Tomcats, who I also follow, but Raceland, when they play, fills up time, I guess. The Raceland, they've scored first. They always seem to score first on Ashland. And most years they try to slip in. They'll get in that little bucket formation and try to sneak two in there. And they do that quite a bit. But, all right, well, we're at 6:38 in the fourth quarter. The score is Tanks 85, the Wildcats 0. If you're just tuning in, this has been a rout the whole way. 6:25 to go. Now Zach Christensen lining up to kick it, and all right, it's kicked back, and it's number 40. Michael Craig just falls on it. Good move, really. Ball was bouncing around. He just falls on it. All right. Oh, and the Wildcats are going to line up. All right. And they're coming out. Looks like they're going to be in the I formation, tied in to the right, one wide out to each side. Manly back end. Tight end jumps off sides. That's actually not. If I were the Wildcats, I would hope we would try not to hang 100 up, but if we were going to, that's actually a smart move. I would honestly keep jumping off sides. The clock's running. Might as well. So, yeah, keep doing it. Yeah, if you're the Wildcats, anyways, all right. I form tight end to the right again. Well, this time they snap it off, hand it up the middle to the fullback, and And he's stuffed. We've got a huddle of guys. And the teams we got a shove. Teams are being separated. Good job by the officials getting in there.
Clock's still running.
All right, yep, 3:57 to go. 2nd and 15 for the Wildcats. All right, Tanks are lining up defensively. And the Wildcats come out. They're going the I again. So there's some confusion in the backfield. Okay, they line up. I formation, tight end to the right, wide outs to each side. And hand it off. There's some confusion on the handoff, and fullback ends up getting it. He gets nowhere, though. Runs around the right side before he's tackled by a host of Tanks. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and about probably 14. 2:38 to go in the 4th quarter. Wildcats are trailing 85-0. Okay, well, they're coming out there, taking their time in the huddle. Wow. All right, they're coming out an I again. This time 2 wideouts to the right, no, they're going twins to the right, tight end to the left, and then an I backfield. It's pitched up the middle, sort of like LSU does, but it goes nowhere. All right, well, 1:32 to go now. Wildcats will probably punt this time. Well, Wildcats, they're lining up. No, they're going to go for it. 4th and 15 on their own 20-yard line. I form. I don't think they've got enough guys on the field. Tossed out right, and number 1, Cole Boggs at the backfield, and he gains about 5 yards and tackled out of bounds with 48 seconds to go. And we've got a flag down. Players being separated again. We've got some players officials holding them back.
Look at him.
Oh, boy. Dro Taylor really getting into it with the Wildcats.
Whoever 33 is. Oh, now here goes Chris.
Boy.
Here goes Chris Hill.
Guys,
it's like
keep
a domino
your cool.
effect.
Keep your cool, guys. Head coach Jamie Rice running onto the field with the officials to help separate it. All right, good. Let's keep it classy, guys. Teams are getting separated, and, well, that ran the clock out. So your final score will be the Tanks 85, Carter County Wildcats 0. All right.
Well, Tyler, it's been a privilege and honor being in the side seat again. Even though Peyton didn't want to come over here and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I'll say Jermaine did a good job with the camera. I mean, we've been blessed to have him with this organization. Tanks came out, and, I mean, it was a rout pretty much the whole way. I mean, multiple defensive touchdowns, a touchdown on special teams, a touchdown just about any way you can name it. And the Tanks have won 85-0. I apologize.